Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? GG is back. Hey, how's everybody going? I just got a very light headache today, last couple of days. I've been calling it a headache in the Discord, but I'm going to have to say it was actually migraines. It wiped me out, and then yesterday I ended up getting a bloody nose from it, but messed up my sleep schedule and everything else. But we are here today to kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy some more Construction Simulator. Oh, as always, you got about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get your butts in the comfiest position so we can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy today's show. So the game is, I do have it open for multiplayer, so if anybody does want to join me, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to get you into the Discord and get you going. But we're going to finish off the hotel complex today there, folks. Ugh. Now, I'd said originally I'd wanted to play the last of Planet Crafter today, but because I've missed the last couple of days, I decided that no, I want to get this done, because right now, while I'm in the campaign, I can't do any of the other additional jobs or anything else in my own free time, so I just kind of want to get that finished up, you know what I mean? So, yeah, looking forward to playing today, getting some more progress going and everything else. Something else, huge shout outs and thank you to everybody who's been reaching out to me over the last video I showed there with my twitching in that. You guys are awesome and amazing, giving me lots to think about, lots to take to the neurologist when I see them on the 3rd here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And yep, yeah, that's I've got stuff written down here for the doctor and that. So I'll make sure to pass on all your folks' good informations and see what the professionals got to say. So, thank you very much. I mean, yeah, I've had people come in saying that, that looks like it's an MS tremor, something called an intentional tremor. I've had other people tell me that, it can happen from MS, a stroke, a brain tumor. It's like, you guys ain't giving me any good vibes out of this thing type of deal, right? One guy was like, oh, were your sugars low? I'm like, well, no, because my sugars were low because I am a hypoglycemic. My sugars were low. Both hands shake. Like, they tremble, I guess, is the best way to put it. And, I just, definitely not that. So, doing good, though, myself today, other than, like I said, a little bit of a headache. Now, I haven't taken any Advil or anything because after yesterday with the nosebleed, I'm not going to take any chances of thinning out my blood, but it looks like we're ready. Looks like we're ready. Let's do it. Jump in the game. Now, I'm going to leave the music up. I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That should be good. Everybody should have the right sounds going on. Yeah? Yeah? All right, good. All right. Ooh. All right. So everything's working here. We are on a prefabricated wall element timber. So let's go pick some of that up, shall we? Now, this is pre-fabricated wall factory. Okay, so I think we got to go here. I don't think we have to go up to this one. Yeah, I think we got to go down to here. So this is where we're going to fast travel. Fast travel me, please. I wanted the upbeat type of music here today instead of the in-game music. Now, the in-game music isn't bad. It's just I've heard a lot of it over time. Looks like tomorrow I'll also be streaming with Deuce on his channel, so links are in the description down below so you can find out for him. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, Mom. I know it's rude to burp. Burp in public, but sometimes you gotta. Yeah, so if you haven't, click that link, go to his channel, like, comment, subscribe his videos, check them all out, and click your notifications on so you'll know when we go live tomorrow with some more of the fun Construction Simulator. Not sure, oh, why did I not enter? Brain, come on. That's okay, we need practice parking, right? Alright, here we go. Stop! Alright, let's try that again. 2 tries for a quarter. Enter. There we go. Number packages. Alright, so, ooh, we're going to have 4 out of this one. What? What do you mean, no suitable? Why is there a piece of wood on the back? Oh. Oh, well. We'll just go grab this stuff and get it all moved around, I guess. I guess? I hope everyone's doing well. I do. I hope that you've been enjoying the series so far. I know I'm way behind compared to a lot of other channels and that, but I don't care. We're here to have fun and enjoy ourselves. And that's exactly what we've been doing. And everybody that's been watching and hanging out with me, you've all been awesome and amazing too for doing so. So thank you. Alright, let's get ourselves lined it up. Alright. Oh, wrong button. We'll jump into the tower crane. Oh, let's get the camera better on that. And we'll grab... Woo! This must be used for something else later, I'm guessing. For now, though, we'll just set it up and over to here. And I'll grab this one. Ooh. Let's just back that camera up just a little bit, shall we? Come on. There we go. I was like, why you know what to? Huh. You know what? Let's, come on, a little closer. Don't be shy. Should be able to squeeze that between the truck. Aha, there we go. Perfect. All right. Gonna jump back into that truck and go grab another load. Looks like we're gonna have to grab 3 loads in total. Dang it. Oh, well. The mistakes. Karsten, how you doing? How you doing? A little bit late today, but yeah, I woke up late. The headache, it's just got my sleep schedule completely backwards. One of these days, I think I'm going to go get it checked out, see if I have that nocturnal gene, because I sleep better if I go to bed at like 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning than if I go to sleep at like between 9 and 11 p.m. at night. Like, my sleeps are so much better, so I can't remember what the gene's called. It's like CKXY1 or CXY1 gene or something like that. But I heard about that many years ago. That you know, some people just happen to have you know, better sleeps at night because they have this one particular gene. It's like, huh, I wonder if that's what I've got. I don't know. I'm no doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. I don't self-diagnose. I'm not a big fan of searching Dr. Google for anything. What I end up doing is I wait for a doctor to give me a diagnosis, and I have 2 websites that I use. One is Medscape and the other is the Mayo Clinic, and I'll go through that and I'll read those up, and that's it. You know, I don't go around scouring the internet for, you know, self-diagnoses or anything like that. I leave that to the professionals. But once I do know what I have been diagnosed with, then I go and learn about it, see what I can do to you know, alleviate my symptoms. But otherwise, whoa. Okay, a little higher up there, G. A little higher up. There you go. Bring it back. Just bring it back. Just a little bit. So yeah. Like I said, you know, to all those people who were giving me advice and everything off that last video, you guys are awesome and amazing, but I am definitely going to speak with my neurologist, because everything everybody was telling me was kind of like, geez, this is kind of scary. I ain't going to worry about it until after, you know, I see the doc, and knowing the docs, they'll probably give me a whole bunch more tests and everything else to get a definitive diagnosis. You're also a night person? Nice. Yeah, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, like, unless you're trying to go to school because, you know, the majority rules, and the majority says that, you know, most parents work during the day, so that's when school is. They need that babysitting service. Alright, 1 package left. What do you mean no suitable vehicle for transport? What the? Oh, haha. I guess I gotta fast travel there first. Boy, come on, brain. Actually, I want to get rid of this cursor. Hold on, let's put the cursor up in the top corner. But yeah, there is a genetic thing. Like I said, I can't remember what it was called. It's like CXKY or CKXY1 or CXY1, something. I can't remember. Something that I learned about many years ago. Oh. Yep. Yeah, no, the people telling me, like, oh, dude, you have MS. One guy said, is like, oh, you have Parkinson. And I actually have a friend who has Parkinson. And his is like the exact opposite for the twitching. So, yeah. I can guarantee it's not Parkinson's. But thank you for reaching out. I do appreciate it. But definitely not Parkinson's. Parkinson's, his shake is when he's at rest, and then when he goes to move, it pretty much eliminates. Pretty much. Not 100%, but pretty much. He's had it for about 25 years. 25 years? 30 years? Yeah, I've known him for a long time now. Family friend. So definitely, I'm, like I say, 99% sure it's not Parkinson's. Yeah, it was kind of... I had like 3 people tell me like, oh geez man, that's MS. That's definitely MS. And it's like, on my MRI that they just did with the white matter lesion that they found on my spine, there was no demyelination. So I don't think it's MS. I really don't think it's MS. What it could be, a tumor, could be a stroke. Don't know. Hey bud, how you doing, my man? How you doing? I'm back playing some more. Loving it. Loving the game. Once again, sorry that I'm late there, folks. Just, yeah, like I said, with my headaches. Well, okay. Today I have a headache. The last couple of days have definitely been migraines. It's like, oh. Hasn't been great. It's not a tumor. I hope not. I hope not. That would really suck. I'll take it as it comes, yeah. I've lived with, you know, a chronic pain symptom my entire life, so, or syndrome, so. Whatever it turns out to be is what it bees. Take it one day at a time, put my big boy pants on every morning, and just keep living life. Like I said, as long as I can make it to Captain Caveman's high school graduation, I'm a happy camper. Yeah. That's what I'm pushing for. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, hey, get over here. Oh, man, I love the music. How is the sounds there, bud? Hey, Hawkeye, how you doing today? Welcome. I love playing this game. It sucks the last couple of days. My body has been fighting me, so I haven't been able to play as much as you guys and I deserve. I'm on point? Nice, because yeah, nothing changed a little bit. A little late, just pulled plow, lawn tractor out, getting it ready for the flaky white stuffs. And I've had flaky white stuffs already twice. Now, the second time, it wasn't much. Like, I mean, it was like a skiff. It was just barely even there, so I didn't even have to shovel the walk. Which is good, because every time I end up shoveling the walk, I end up feeling it the next day. Well, not even the next day, usually within a couple of hours. I'm just wiped. Get my butt kicked by doing the shoveling. So, yep. I prefer not to see the snow, but I'm living in the wrong climate for that. Living in Canada and snow is hand in hand. What? Why you don't want to go there? Oh, it hurts so bad. Okay, nope, apparently that's not where it wants to go. What? Is there more towards me? That would be why. You got it up on the mountain, but nothing in town? Your guys' idea of a mountain. Come on. I live in Calgary's just off the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Those are mountains. Actually, no. Hold on. Yeah, I suppose you might have a mountain or two. But I got that full-on range here. Full-on mountain range. It's beautiful. However, I will tell you this though, we've lost so much snow on those mountains. I remember as a kid, elementary school, looking out from the top of the slide on the playground, looking out and seeing the snow just covering the mountains year round. In the wintertime, you'd see just a ton of it, ton of snow. In the summertime, you'd still see all the peaks. Now, in the summer, there is nothing. There is no snow on those mountains whatsoever now. Like I said, I don't believe in climate crisis, but I definitely believe in climate change. There's a, like I was saying in, a few of my other streams in that, global warming disappeared, in the 90s, it went from global warming, and then, it kind of disappeared because, there was just so much evidence that, well, yeah, it's really not that true. And then they went through and then they saw that and it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll change it over to climate change. And since then, they now decided to change it to climate crisis. It's like, oh, give me a break. Like I said, if any of the guys that I went to school with environmental sciences, if they start freaking out, then I might, change my opinion a little bit on it. But, yeah. When I don't have any of them saying, yeah. You're 300 foot higher than Denver? Okay, so yeah, I suppose you could call that area a bit of a mountainous region, I guess, because Denver's up there. It's not like you're at the 2,000, 3,000 meter mark, which is like 6,000, 9,000 feet, something like that. Somewhere in between there. So Calgary, I think it's like 3,000 meters above sea level. So like I said, we're right at the foothills, I look out and I'm within a 45-minute drive of starting to do the major uphill climbs up the mountains. But if the city was better suited for traffic, if the roads and everything else were better, it'd probably only take me about 20 minutes to be at the in the mountains. Meters. Yeah, I know. It's such a good measurement. How you doing, Jack? How you doing, my man? How's the truck going? You get the brake in and everything else is all good? The motor brake in, I mean, not somebody breaking into your vehicle. I mean the actual motor. I'm hoping that everything's running well for you. Denver is about a mile above sea level. Yeah, like I said, it's up there. It's not really up there, but it's up there. It's yeah, I know you guys are a little bit lower than we are in Denver. And a little bit just makes a big difference, but really? Something goes over here too? Oh, apparently it does. Once again, sorry that I'm late, but yeah, this bloody headache or whatever has just got my sleep schedule so messed up lately. But every time my sleep schedule gets messed up, I have the best sleeps because, falling asleep anywhere between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning is, I don't know why, I get the most refreshing, the deepest sleeps. I know I snored because my throat hurts this afternoon. Like, I zonk hard during those times. Continue to enjoy your freedom units. Truck's still in the shop. Apparently they use the carrier chicken for postage. Are you kidding me? My God, that is like over, is it 2 weeks late now or just the 1 week since they last said it would be ready to go? Either way, man, that's messing with your livelihood. I mean, I would not want to be you having to worry about changing all your books and everything else over just to get caught up. That would drive me nuts because you have everything on PC, if I remember right. So you're all electronic logs. So having to re-enter it into your truck when it's done. Yeah, it's 2 weeks overdue now. Yeah, that's no bueno. That's not good in my books, man. I'd be having a chat about getting some hourly rates off. Yeah, no, you're not responsible for their target times. You know what I mean? If they give you a target time, then they should be able to adhere to it within a reasonable degree. Now, for me, I'm sorry, anything after 10 days is not reasonable. If they're having supplier issues or anything like that, they should have took that into account prior to giving you a date for release. But yeah, man, that's hornswoggle if you ask me. You're going on the warpath on Monday? Yeah, man, I would be too. I definitely would be. That's just nuts. Like I said, if they're like, oh, well, it's right, the plier, it's like, well, then you should have gave me a realistic, time frame. Yeah. You're not responsible for... You're responsible for having everything ready for when your truck is supposed to be ready within a reasonable time frame. Like I said, anything after 10 days, though, that's no longer reasonable. Now, if something were to have suddenly happened in the world or something like that within, those time frames, like, say somebody, did another World Trade Center or something like that, and there wasn't any flights going out or anything weird, then I'd be more understanding, but... yeah, no, I'm just... Yeah, I feel your aggravation, my man. I definitely feel your aggravation. Heads would roll. Heads would roll. When it comes down to that, man, to me, they're all useless, you know what I mean? There's no... I have yet to find a politician that... I can stand behind and go, I like you. No, I haven't. You know what, though, guys? This light is, yeah, it's too damn bright. One sec here. Hold on. That'll show my belly. Don't want to do that. Hold on. Oop. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no, if I leave the, oh, Jesus, what am I trying to say here? Brain, come on, words. I'm getting so bad for not being able to think lately. Ah. Oh, words. If I turn the light out while I'm trying to stream or anything along those lines, or sorry, and I leave the camera on, the camera is just really grainy and just really poor, so I don't bother doing that. Alright, I need one of you. I think it was two of you. And you know what? I'm gonna need 3 of these anyway, so. Check out. Auto load. Purchasings. You're on there? Yes, you're on there. Wrong button. Man, oh man. I know a button I want to push, but I'm not pushing it lately. Yeah. No, unfortunately, the current state of democracy in a lot of the places doesn't work very well. Yeah, not to get too political or anything, but I prefer the what do they call it? The majority style representation. So I mean, like, you go like to places in California, they'll have like, 2 million people per representative, and yet you go over to places like Alabama, they have like 40 people per representative. I don't think that's right. I honestly think it should be something along the lines of, for every 50,000 people you have a representative. Waiting to happen. But those are my thoughts. I would love to get into politics. I've looked into it in the past. And basically, if you haven't taken political sciences in school or anything along those lines, you have to go with an independent party. And with an independent party, it's basically a popularity contest is all it is. Yeah, you got to have more money than you have brains, basically, in order to be a politician if you're an independent, and I don't agree with that. In a poli-sci convo, hey dudes, how's it going? Just filling the time. Like I said, I have my views. Everybody has their views. It's just what we have right now isn't really working. For instance, here in Canada, and this affects me because I am disabled, our disability at the end of the year is half of what the poverty line is. So how does that work? So those who have to spend a ton of money, because in Canada, yes, we have free healthcare, we don't have free medications. They make up for their healthcare with the medications. So for those who, it's kind of like in the Bible, those who have more shall have everything given. Those who have less shall have everything taken. That is the way it works for disabled people. Basically, it's like, well, here you go. We'll give you this monthly allowance to live on. But by the time you pay for all your medications and everything else, you can't afford food. You can't afford to, live on your own. You can't afford, any independence. Good luck if you want to have any type of entertainment. You're not allowed to be happy. Nope. Can't have that happen. Nope. Yeah, that's the way we've allowed life to go. Do I agree with it? Not at all. Do I like it? Hell no. That's why I talk about it. At the same time, I've also written my members of government and everything else and, tried to get my voice heard. Do they listen? I have no idea because I don't think so, because I haven't seen any changes to anything. I do know that right now, in September, they were getting together to come up with something called the Canadian Disability Benefit, trying to, help a little bit more, but I have not heard of anything coming to fruition from it. Well, yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, I thought that, for me, I thought that, the states were allowed to basically govern themselves, really. But once again, me not living in the States, I haven't done any real research other than what I was taught in school. And I mean, come on, I was in school in the early 90s. That was the last time I took anything to do with any type of social studies of sorts. So I am extremely outdated. All I can say is that, from just personal conversations and that with people throughout the internets and that, I haven't heard of anybody who's happy with the way that any of their policies and politicians are running things right now. The happiest people I've ever heard are those who come from like Sweden, Finland. They really, Finland, Sweden, and Iceland. Everyone I seem to talk to from those cultures are happy with their government systems. So I don't know. We're the Musketeers, all for one and one for all, right? All right, clear the marked area. Place. Do I have to go pick those up? Or I think I have to go pick those up. Let's just take a quick boo-boo around the yard just to see if they're anywhere. Yeah, they're right over here. Okay. Let's get them, boys. And gals. They can, but the federal government has hand-tied the states to a large extent. Think of it as like an EU union is run. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, apparently not there. All right. Apparently we got to put them over here. Can't go to that side. Hold on. Let's just get that camera fixed a little better for me. Yeah, no, I can, I can only speak to what, really relates to me, and, a lot of it has to do with, like, the disability stuff, right? Like, you have the right to life if you can afford it in Canada. It's basically the way it is, and they make sure that you don't get nearly enough, like, oh, we definitely help support the disabled. We help them with all these different programs and everything else. It's like, that's great, but the programs that you have only have a limited amount of spots, and so what's left over for those who are able-minded is next to nothing. Hey, Streamlabs, you've showed up 3 streams in a row now. That's awesome. Like, I feel real bad right now for everything that's going on and with the way news is presenting everything. It's like, my God, talk about fear-mongering. Ugh. If it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? If it's broke, try to fix it. But me. What else is going on here? I haven't talked to Caveman in a couple of days. I'm gonna have to reach out to the ex-wife and say, what the hell? I haven't talked to him in nights for almost 2 months. Like, come on, lady. And I get to talk to him only when he gets here? Like, I mean, that's BS. That is absolute BS. Driving me nuts. I miss my boy. Speaking of which, he should be having his birthday party this weekend, so I'm going to call tonight after I'm done streaming to find out when that is and everything, and make sure that she sends me pictures this year. I wouldn't say it wouldn't survive. I'd say it pushed through on a lot of things, but, from the unhappiness of so many people in that, I do hope things change. That's the way I look at it. I think we're now, because of technology, I don't think we'll ever see like how the fall of Rome in Greece or anything else like that happened. I can't see a total collapse. But what I can see is, change. Whether it's good change or bad, just time will tell. But I'm hoping for change. Something that, at least makes the population more happy than what it's at right now. Because right now, there's a lot of complaints with things. Not only in the States, but here in Canada. I can't, Canada's far from perfect. I mean, Canada isn't even really a country. I mean, if you're trading on the stock market, you're not a country, you're a corporation. That's how I look at it. Alright, I gotta go get 12 prefabricated wall elements. Alright, so let's go over to the trucks. Yeah. My name ain't Cleo, I don't make predictions all that often. I'm very good at seeing patterns and stuff. So I can look at the patterns, and then I can make my own decisions. But I would never be, I'd never be one to make predictions. My name ain't Edgar Gacy, you know what I mean? The name's Gaiman. Not Garmin. I don't know where things are going. I don't know where I am half the time. Purchase the 3 packages. Load 1. What? Load 2. Fast travel. There we go. My phone's acting up lately. Last couple of days, the screen's been going on the fritz. Just all of a sudden, you start, like opening up a program or two. It's like, what the hell? Interesting. Why is my crane over here? I didn't put it there. Interesting. Yeah, what's square to all that? I guess about there's good enough. Oh, I made some homemade potato chips there last night. Oh, so good. Fattening as hell, I bet, but it's so good. I was craving some carbs. I don't eat too many carbs, just because, well, I'd gain way too much weight with my inactivity levels. So, yeah, last night I was like, I'm gonna make some deep fried potato chips. So yummy. I think it was craving carbs and salt, because I really loaded them up with salt too. And whoops. Probably shouldn't do that. The sodium intake. Gotta watch that as we get older, right, folks? Definitely not spring chickens anymore, that's for sure. Gotta take care of our health. Once again, thank you very much to everybody that reached out to me over that the video of my twitching. Like I said, some people are like, dude, that's not a twitch. One guy was like, that's Parkinson's, but I have a friend who has Parkinson's, and no, I can guarantee you it's not Parkinson's. He has what's called what the hell was it? Tremors. That's what it was. Bob, how you doing? Democrats aren't going to be happy when the government comes around and wants to send their child fire in the war to fend off their debt collectors. Yeah, well, yeah. Death and taxes, my man. Death and taxes. The only two things are guaranteed in life. You know, all we can do is try to live our healthiest and, you know, try to tell our governments not to get involved in conflicts and stuff, you know, physically. I mean, I'm all for helping. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for helping when, you know, somebody gets invaded unjustly. But at the same time, you know, I'm more about defending. I'm not so much about being aggressive into it. Actually, you know what? Let's just pop these open first. Because, you know, that's how it works. Oops. You know what we need? Whoa, we need the camera to stop jerking around there. We need like a helmet cam, like a flashlight for the helmet. That'd be pretty cool, I think. That'd be a nice little add-on. No, honestly, I don't know of a government system that would work for everybody, so I can't give any recommendations on it. It's not my forte. All I can do is advocate for change and, you know, write letters or write emails this day and age to our parliament and that. Like I said, I've tried to get into politics before, but because you didn't take political sciences, you can't become part of a party, so you can't make any changes within the parties if you don't have the support for it, you know what I mean? Whee! And if you run as an independent, well, like I said, that's just a popularity contest now, and you need a whole bunch of money to be the most popular guy. Yeah, exactly. You know, like, I'm all for, you know, freedom of the individual. You know what I mean? Like, as long as whatever I'm doing doesn't hurt anybody else, then I'm okay with it. You know? Well, for me, say prime example, I would say when it comes down to, you know, illicit drug use. You know? I don't care what you do in your own home, but as long as it's not hurting others. Now, if you have an issue where you go out and you do some weird drug and it drives you spastic and you end up, you know, doing something silly like, you know, going through your bay window and getting all cut up and everything else, well, then I think that you should be paying for your treatment. You know, that was, you know, you didn't put yourself in a safe environment to do that particular substance. Now, if, you know, you're given medications from a doctor and that drives you a little on the, you know, crazy side, then I think that should be covered by the government, because you took the advice of a professional that was accredited or given certification and accreditation from the government. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Bob. Oh, you're the man. Thank you. Thank you. I hardly ever say it anymore because, you know, it gets old. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, like, you guys hear it on every single video from every single creator. It's just like, I don't want to drill that into people's heads. You know what I mean? But thank you for the reminder. It does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you for looking out. To me, that means a ton. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to lie. You know, after getting all those comments and people are reaching out to me in the Discord and everything, like, oh, you know, I have health problems too. You know, I don't want to put a comment on your video, you know, discussing my health issues. I was like, okay, no worries. You know, type of thing. But, dude, you definitely have MS. Or, you know, it's like, well, no. I'm pretty sure I don't because the lesion that they found in my neck wasn't demyelinated. And apparently that's something that you have to have is the damage to the axon nerves. So I'm pretty sure it's not MS. And they're going, yeah, but dude, but you're shake. I mean, that's not a twitch. That's you know, it's called a tremor. You know, and as it gets worse, you know, the cup gets closer to your face. You can see that, you know, you're jittering more and more and more. So that's called what was it? An intention tremor. I had like 4 people telling me like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's this essential tremor, and it's like, yeah, a lot of armchair doctors out there, but I do appreciate, you know, people looking out for me. You know, thank you. You know, you've given me a few things to, you know, reach out to the doctors about and speak with them on the 3rd. But I'm not going to lose sleep over it. There was one guy who was like, dude, you've had a stroke. Look at you. What? But a stroke. My grandfather on my mom's side had, you know, 3 or 4 strokes in his life before the last one finally took him. But any of his symptoms were like immediate. Mine come and go. Like there's no constant consistency to them. They just come and go all the time. So, you know, I think a stroke's out. Once again, I'm not a doctor. I can only just pass on the information to the doctors. Tremors, yeah. Oh, man. Is the lead actor still around? I can't remember his name. The one that was married to Reba McEntire in the first one. Bert something? Or was his name Bert in the movie or something? He played on, like, Family Ties or something like that. Dang, I love that actor, too. I don't know if he's still kicking around or not. But they did a ton of non-theater release Tremors. I think there's like 5 or 6. Oh, excuse me. Oh, keep getting the burps here. Whew. But yeah, I really liked the movie Tremors. That was a good one. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen, I think, 1 and 2. I don't think I've seen like 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. The older of the 2 brothers passed away, really. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. Man, so many good actors and everything else going the last couple of years. It's the end of an era. Michael Gross, that's it. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Oh, that's good. That's good. I would love to see a another Tremor come out to the theaters, just to give that actor some more creds. Now, where did I put? Hold on. 1 sec, I gotta run to the kitchen. That's sorry, I left my vape there. 1 moment. Yep, I was right. I left it beside the kettle. Striker Island? Nice. Spider Ant! Hey! Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Wow. We're at 65% already? We've done 11% of this build? Holy cow. Time flies when you're having fun. Especially with a great group of people. Community is awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It does a whole world of wonders for my ego. Let's see. We got pallets and beams. All right, let's go pick them up. Suppose I could have just jumped to the truck, but where's... I wouldn't get stuck against the wall if I had. Man, these camera jitters have gotten really bad with the last update. Used to be a lot smoother than it is now. Fred Ward, that's it. Fred Ward, yes. He black hair, shaven, kind of... He'd make a good cowboy, that guy. He would have made a very good cowboy. Oh, there we go. Bye-bye, Framos. Let's go get the rest of our goodies, because I don't think we have any more prefabricated stuff. Let's just take a look. Flat roof construction. Ceiling component. It's not showing the big trailer, so I think we're good. That being the case, then let's go make our fast travels all the way up and over here and go grab our goodies. There's no conceit in this family. We're all convinced. Oh, gee. Oh, stop. All right. Oh, it's good. It's I'm very happy to have an amazing community that we do. You know, there's a lot of people that are out there who... What's the word I'm looking for? Shy away from those who have disabilities is the best way for me to put it. Oh, remove one. That was an extra twitch. Let's try... Don't know what else we're going to need here. I don't want to grab too many things. That's concrete. I think we're probably going to need the ceiling elements. Let's see if we can get all these on here. Paving stones, I don't think we'll need for a while. Concrete stuff, I think that's all for the pool. So we'll hold off getting that stuff for now. See, how did we do? Alright, we did alright. We filled it as like the way that I wanted it to be. I need someone's house burned down before... Everybody needs someone's house burned down before I leave Salt Lake City. Let me know now. Oh, well, if anyone needs to have their... Okay. If anyone, not everybody. I'm like, okay. I'm like, whew, if everybody's going to have their house burnt down, you're getting a little bit of a pyro on your hands there, Jack. Are you cold? You need to feel like you need warmed up. You need a hug. Ooh, ow. I don't know what that was, but something definitely went clunkety clunk bang. That'll cost me some money in repairs. Eric, how you doing? Oh, anybody. Now that makes more sense. Yeah, let's push it that way just a wee little bit. I do enjoy this game. I really, really do. Like I said, I'll play some of the contracts and everything else off cam, just because I need a break. I haven't been able to play very much video games lately. I need my break. Need to get my mind off of the twitching and everything. Doing good? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I went and I made some egg salad sandwiches. Well, egg salad last night, so I can have some egg salad sandwiches today. I'll have that and a Lipton noodle soup. Of course, the low sodium type, so less flavor. But I will add my own chicken bouillon to it later on, just to add some flavor. I'll also add... what else do I add? Oh, chives. That's right. I have some... where is the next... Ah, here it is. I grow my own chives, right? So I have some Asian chives that I like to use. They have a really heavy garlic flavor to them. So I like those. I like putting those into my Lipton soups. Look in your eyes. whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, stop, stop. Making a wrecking ball out of this pallet here. Whatever the gas stations are selling tonight, I can't do that. I hardly ever eat out at a restaurant because I'm always disappointed. Always disappointed. Like, oh, I could have made this better at home for cheaper. It's just the convenience of a restaurant cooking for me. So let's see. The last time I went to an actual restaurant was at Denny's, and that was actually before my last neurologist appointment. My brother was like, "Come on, I'm taking you out for breakfast." I'm like, all right. So we went to Denny's. Went to Denny's before he dropped me off at the neurologist's. Oh God, what did they do to the camera on this thing? Boy, they messed it up. It's supposed to be, it's nicer for getting in and out of the vehicles, but my God, it really does jump around really bad compared to what it used to. Sausage puns are the worst. Oh, that is the worst. Hold on a second here. There we go. Bit of delay. Oh, pulled pork. Now you're talking to my tummy. Mmm, yummy. Oh, man. I think I got one pallet of wood. As for the rest, nope. That was a little late. Ceiling components. I got the ceiling components. I do not have the cable drum, though. I didn't bring that with me. No idea yet. Oh. I decided last night, actually I made deviled eggs and egg salad sandwiches, so I had a couple deviled eggs last night. But, my main reason for boiling up a dozen eggs was for the egg salad sandwiches for this weekend. That'll be my lunch. Eh, well, is it really called lunch when you eat it, like, as late as I do? I don't eat until, like, super late at night. I eat between 8 and... between 8 and 10 p.m. at night. That's my average when I eat. But like I said, I'm like a night owl, so... I've been told by my ex that, you know, this is crazy, you're gonna gain weight, but if you only eat once a day, you don't gain weight. I'm in ketosis for the rest of the day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring the truck over here. Bring it closer. Yeah, that's right, bud. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You haven't decided if you'll stop by the house or anything, grab something? Yeah. I don't know, I'm always so disappointed. Like, the last time I went to Subway, man, that was a while ago. Yeah, I was just like, ugh, this is gross. Like, oh, my homemade bread is just so much better than what I can get from Subway's bread, you know? I don't know, I've never been a big fan of the store-bought breads or anything. I much prefer to make my own. I mean, back in the day, I used to do all my own kneading and everything else for breads and all that, but ever since the fibro started really taking a hold of my upper body and that, I've been doing the KitchenAid work. Yeah, it does its job. I mean, it needs the bread. It does everything that I was doing before by hand, so it does it now. And I don't have to worry about my fingers cramping up or anything, so... It's a win-win for me. Come on. You can do it there. Yeah, I was saying at the beginning of stream, I gotta go get checked out. See if I got that nocturnal gene. Can't remember what it's called. It's like the CXY1 or CKXY1 gene or something like that. I know I have the MC1R gene. I mean, that's because I'm a redhead. I mean, I'm a redhead with, they call them baby gray, blue eyes. My eyes, my eye color now is just a slightly more blue shade than when it was when I was born. When I was born, I had the gray eyes. But now I have just a slightly bit of blue tint to them now. I will say this, the ladies loved it in school. Like, oh, your eyes are so unique. It's like, yeah, cool. And I've since found out that basically I am in the lowest percentage of genetic of the population. Apparently, yeah, the red hair, blue-gray eyes is very, 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 very rare indeed. Rarer than albinos, apparently. Might make cookies later. Ooh. Nice. Nice. How big are the chocolate discs? Because you can just make bigger cookies. You know, just have giant chocolate chip cookies. Just saying. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You just cut the cookie in half. It's like a... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's like a cookie pizza. You could do like a one giant cookie that's like a pizza. Nothing wrong with that. That's right. I'll grab one of you. Will you? Grab you. Yeah. I think that'll be good enough for the moment. We'll come back and get the rest when we get to pool time. Pool time with Gigi. Nobody burns as fast as me. Yep. I don't have a double boiler. I make my own double boiler. I got a large pot and a glass. Like large pot that I fill a little bit of water and then a glass bowl. That's what do they call it? I call it Pyrex. Is that it? Yeah, Pyrex. That I just put on top of the bowl or the pot and just do it that way. I wouldn't say I'm lazy. I'd say I'm more efficient. You know what I mean? It's like, why go through all the trouble of double boiling when you don't have to? Yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm going to have to unpack all this stuff next, right? About half an inch and only have one cookie sheet at the moment. Gotcha. Yeah, I got... I wouldn't call myself a hoarder or anything else, but I got a lot of baking and cooking appliances and pots and pans, that type of stuff. I got a lot of them. A lot. Over the years, I have collected quite a bit, and a lot of stuff for canning in that too. The only thing I don't have is a pressure cooker. The pressure cooker that I had cracked. So I don't have a pressure cooker anymore. I used to always borrow my ex-wife's, well, her mother-in-law's, or sorry, my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law's. Boy, words, find them, brain, come on. So I used to borrow hers, and she had the giant All-American. Oh, God. The best pressure cooker I have ever used. Candy bar brownies. Mmm, yummy. I used to do one with Kit Kats back in the day. Brownie with Kit Kats in it. Ooh, good. In my opinion, it was really good. My family's not big on sweets, like, not my really, but I mean, my mom would call it the most decadent thing she's ever eaten. She loved it. Alright, what's this? Alright, it's like shuffling a deck of cards. Okay, there we go, we're good. Wrong crane. That's the crane. That's the crane you're looking for. Oh man, I will not buy carrot cake from the store. I will make my own carrot cake. Are you kidding? The amount of money that they want now? $27 for a carrot cake? Are you kidding me? Like, that is nuts. And it's like the carrot cake I make at home, and then they cut it into five sections, and then that's what they want to give it. Or that's what you... Ugh. Brain, work for words lately. Come on. Yeah, they just overcharge and underdeliver, that's for sure. I mean, if it was better than the one that I make, then fine, I'd be okay with that. You know, small serving portion for $30, basically, you know, like, okay. But it's not as good as the ones you make at home. It is, they're dry. They don't have, like, walnuts and pecans or macadamias in them. The carrot that they used is, you know, like, from a carrot that's rotted out, from as far as I'm concerned. It's just blah, and you get really bad oil aftertastes in it. It's like, no. But I will say, they do make a better cream cheese icing than me. Yeah, I've never been able to make a decent cream cheese icing. I don't know why, but theirs is always nice and smooth and silky. Mine is kind of gritty. You know, I've never figured out how to do that. Maybe I need to add add like a tablespoon of cream or something to my icing sugar before I mix it in, maybe, or something. I don't know, but even still, it's just never been able to master that. It's kind of like lava cakes. I've tried making lava cakes a few times in my life. Never been able to make one. I'll buy those. Words are so hard. Yeah, Bob, it's been getting bad over the last 2 years, too. My ability to articulate a sentence has been greatly hampered for the last little while. Driving me nuts. But I'm very happy, though, that I can still do maths and chemistry and things like that in my head still. That hasn't gone away, thank goodness. I still have my cognitive functions. Just trying to find words. Words and reading is really weird. Lately my reading's kind of been, I'll read something and like within 5 minutes it's like, what was that? And then I come back like 20 minutes later and say, oh yeah, I remember this. It's like short term is kind of like shot lately. And I can't blame it on any chemical substances because I haven't been using them in a long time. Not the ones with THC anyway. The CBDs, yes, but none of the other stuffs. Not the THCs. Been staying away from the THCs for a while now. Actually, probably... Geez, when was the last time I had a nighttime rollie? About a year, I'm guessing. I've been doing a lot of the oils. Oils and CBD pens. They've been doing great. They do have those fancy little frosting carrots on them. Yeah, okay, they decorate them better too. All right, yeah, I'll give them that. But it ain't worth $30. Not when I can go out and, you know, make my own for, you know, by the time you add everything together in price, you know, I can make 16 cakes for the same price that they charge for one. Like, no, not happening. Nope, I'm not going to buy that. Like, Christ, for kiddos, ice cream cake. I went and got him an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen for his birthday, and my God, the crazy price that they wanted for it, or that they charged me for it, and I had a $5 off coupon. You love the THC? I like THC at night for trying to go to sleep. I have enough problems with brain fog throughout the day as it is that I do not like, best way to put it, I don't like being high during the day. I don't. I like being relaxed, but I don't like not being able to think. No thanks. No. I'm better off not doing THC during the day. I've been using a CBD oil that's a full spectrum. It does have some THCV in it, so it's negligible for psychoactive interaction. I'd much rather be stone cold sober during the day and relaxed than being, you know, brain messed up and everything throughout the day. Just, it's not for me. Such good music. I just can't listen to it very loud anymore. Sound sensitivity drives me nuts. I've gone to my last concert that I'll ever go to, unfortunately. That was a few years ago. The Metallica one. Went and saw it up in Edmonton. And it's funny, there was this one part where this guy supposedly falls from the upper roof scaffolding. You know, they bring in like these EMTs and everything, you know, to haul them off stage, and they didn't stop the music or anything. I was like going, yeah, this is bogus. This is part of the show. This is BS. We all started booing. Boo! Because it was so faked out. We knew it didn't happen. It didn't happen the way that they were trying to portray it. It's like, yeah, you think, you know, it's entertaining to watch somebody fall from the ceiling? No, it's not. So, boo. Metallica. That was the last one I went and saw. Except only the purest of cyanide supplements in your coffee. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't have any white lines on my fingernails. I'm good. I'm good. No cyanide for me. No, thank you. It's arsenic that I gotta worry about. The reason being for the arsenic issues because the area that, well, I guess not so much anymore, but the area that my parents live at, it's high in arsenic in the soil. So that was something that we always had to be careful. Was it arsenic poisoning gives you the white lines on the nails, or was it cyanide? I don't remember. Yeah, now I'm going through all the list of poisons in my brain going, it's been a lot of years since you were in biology. Yeah, man, I think, when was that concert? It was before Captain Caveman was born, so anywhere between 2010 and 2014? Can't remember the name of the concert either. It was a good one, though. It was a really good one. It had some damn good seats. It was, I was at eye level, and I didn't have to worry about people's arms or anything else in the mosh pits or anything like that blocking our view. It was really good. Luckily enough, so yeah, I did take my my custom fit earplugs with me. So it was funny. We're in the car, and my brother's yelling as we're driving home. He's like, "Oh yeah, that was great. You know, did you see that scene up on the screens? Because they had a whole bunch of screens that were shaped like coffins, and they had a whole bunch of people that like that were like writhing around, pretending they were locked inside a coffin and stuff." And they're like, "Did you see that one where they switched it and it looked like there was this really decrepit, decayed body in there?" But he was just screaming. My ex and I, we'd wore. She had regular earplugs. I had my custom silicone ones. And so we were just like, dude, you're yelling. He couldn't hear us. He was, what? It was so loud. Stop eating dirt. Yeah, well, you know, when you have only open cab equipment when you're a kid, you ate a lot of dirt. You drank a lot of ice water in order to rinse out your mouth. Like every 3 minutes, you're rinsing your mouth out because of the dust that, you know, is kicked up by the tractors and combines. It wasn't until I was well out of high school and living on my own and everything else that my parents got some newer equipments. Dad was getting older and the hired hands were getting more expensive, so he's like, ah, the heck with it. He got himself some new to us combine and combine tractors, a whole bunch of new equipments. It was weird. I remember coming home for a visit. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, you know, his life got easier. And like, oh, you bastards. You never had any of this when I had to work out here. Yeah, the dad got one of the great big John Deere articulating tractors with air conditioning in it. It was like, oh, you bastard. Never had any of that when I was a kid. My only type of air conditioning was drive faster and, you know, get your cowboy hat tighter. That was about it. That's how you kept yourself out of the sun. LA Guns and Warrant would have been really awesome. I could care less for the rest, but that would have been still awesome to see. I haven't been to many concerts in my lifetime. I've been to, let's see. There was what they called was the White Concert. It was White Snake and White Zombie at the time. That was in Vancouver area. Then the very first concert I ever went to was Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood. That was amazing. I've been to, like, we have what's called here the Calgary Stampede, and they have a couple of stage shows. Like, it's not really a giant concert, but they had Len, they had Avril Lavigne was there once, I believe. A whole bunch of country singers, but I don't do country, so I didn't watch any of those. Haven't been to too many. My sound sensitivity peaked shortly after I went down at the in the oil field. So since then, I'd rather not. I don't need the headaches. And if you ever been around like an airplane or anything like that, and you feel your ears rattle, just like it's like a thunder noise, that's called your what's the name of that muscle? The tamponier muscle, something like that. I actually can control that. I can actually flex that muscle in my head and make that that weird thunder type of sound. It's really neat. Apparently not many people can do that. I found that I was a young kid. You know, if they're up there having fun and all that, I mean, I have no problems with, you know, bands wanting to put on more of a show than what they were scheduled to. It just means that they really appreciate the people that are there. Or, you know, the next band that's coming up is, you know, falling behind due to something. But, yeah. You haven't aged since the 14th century. We had front seats for the CD, and people were stepping in front of us to take pics. Yeah. You know, I wish that they would set up like a platform or something where they can admit people in a line, so that way they can get pictures and things, so it's a little bit safer. Because, I mean, yeah, you trying to push in front of some people out there who, you know, paid good money. Yeah, they get a little pissy, and, you know, especially if there's alcohol involved, and there's, you know, usually a fight or two, and there's no need for it. Not when we are smart enough, as, you know, the Homo sapiens that we are. You know, we should be able to, you know, set something up so people can, you know, have an area where they can go get pictures. You know, make a VIP area. It's like, oh, I would like to get a picture during this song or something along those lines. Okay, well, pay extra money, and, you know, before you buy your tickets, and we get you set up in that area, in that zone, so you can get that done. I have no issues with that. You know, accommodations. Accommodating people and their needs only just shows that how much that, you know, they value the community. Yeah, exactly. At that point, it becomes the mosh pit. Yeah. And when it comes to mosh pits, you know, sorry, ladies, but I mean, even my 6'5" ex-wife had the disadvantage when it was mosh pits. You know, there were boys out there who are like 400, 500 pounds. You know, big dudes. They're jumping around, and if you get your step, or if they step on your foot, you're gonna hurt. Not my bag. Not my bag at all. I might have the long hair and everything else, but I'm smart enough to headbang, or not to headbang, because, well, I don't want to get myself whiplash. Oh, nice. Nice. I've never had any backstage passes or anything like that. About the biggest claim to fame that I can say that I've had is I've had dinner with a band called Lee Aaron. Twice, actually. She's different. I'd say that. Lee Aaron is very, very different. She's not your typical woman, that's for sure. Yeah, she could make a sailor blush with the amount of curses that she does. But at the same time, very intelligent lady. Very, very intelligent. Very creative. Extremely creative. And we happened to... first time I ran into her was at a bar, and I was there with a whole bunch of my college buddies. And we invited her out to dinner. Like the whole band was like, hey, come out to dinner with us. We're going over to this place, you know, type of thing. So she's like, oh, hell yeah, you know, let's do it. So after they were done doing their set and everything else, we went out and went to dinner. And then the second time, I happened to run at her at at the Stampede. She was up on the Coca-Cola stage there. And she's like, hey, I remember you. And I just remember the girl I was with at the time just, what? How do you know a rock star? a rock singer. Like, explain the story to her. Oh, okay. And then, so yeah. She's like, hey, you know any good restaurants around here? Like, yeah, actually, we're planning on going to one, you know, like 2 hours or whatever it was. She's like, okay, we'll come around to the parking lot, you know, we're over in this section, and, you know, just let me know and we'll go out. And so it was just her and the drummer that time around. The first time was the whole band, but the second time it was just her and the drummer. Really nice lady. Nice. Theory of a Dead Man and Slipknot. You know, one band I would love to see in concert is Everclear. Man, got such good music. I'd love to do that one. Oh yeah, that would make sense there, Bob. That would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I never thought of that, but yeah, riding or being part of a carnival tour, you'd probably get to meet a lot of different oh man, like headliners and, you know, main show people, stuff like that. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I know Deuce gets the opportunity to meet a lot of the good singers that are out there. I've never been a part of that circle, so. But yeah, Theory of a Dead Man, that would be a good one. That'd be one to have framed up in your living room type of deal. Like, oh yeah, I met these guys. Theory of a Dead Man. I think one of the best songs that they did. I'm pretty sure it's Theory of a Dead Man was. Yeah. The bitch came back the very next day. Oh God, I remember the first time I heard that song, and oh man, I was with one of my buddies at the time, and he's like, "Dude," I'm like, "Yeah, this so reminds me of your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend." He's like, "Totally." He's like, "This song speaks to me." His ex, we called the Psycho Hose Beast because she was a piece of work. That one, yeah, she was something. She was something. Yeah, this, oh God. We were at a grocery store. I was with him and her when they were dating at the time type deal. And this lady, she just looks directly at him. He's a good looking guy. And she's like, is that your sister or is that your girlfriend or wife, you know, type of thing? And he's like, oh, it's my girlfriend. She's like, oh, okay, then never mind, right? Like, you know, she was basically going to ask him out. Well, the next day he comes home and there was frickin' lipstick all over the walls. You're nothing but a dirty dog, you know, type of thing. How dare you? I was with you at the time. You know, how dare you hit on her? And I'm like going, what the hell? I was there. He never hit on her. She was the one that was hitting on him, right? But nope. Yeah, you know, he was the one that was in the wrong, not this other lady. And it was like, you know, she wasn't even in the wrong. She just asked if you were the sister or girlfriend or wife. Was not letting the cops ride and make them leave their pew-pews in the doghouse. I don't think they're allowed to leave their weapons behind unless they're secured in a designated facility like, you know, a courthouse, lockbox and stuff like that. So that would be an interesting compromise. I did the other day of Kip Winger and Alan Parsons. They were talking about when Kip played with him in one of the Alan Parsons Project songs. Did he? I did not know that. I'm not really much into cultural stuff. Like for my the IQ tests and stuff I've taken, I've always kind of lost marks on when it comes down to cultural things along those lines. Never really any good at that stuff. But you give me like math, physics, chemistry, not a problem. Biology, forget that. What the hell is wrong with biology? The only thing that makes sense to me is that, you know, plants grow using a Fibonacci sequence. That's, you know, the mathematical value of growth exponentials. That I can understand completely. But anything else about how, you know, they break down through, you know, how they use CO2 to create the carbon into their stem structure and break it down into oxygen as the byproduct is like, okay, I can see how it does it in stoichiometry, but how a plant does it? No idea. Cells all that stuff just beyond my capacity for understanding. Springer had a bunch of good songs in the 80s, and one of Alan Parsons was Eye in the Sky. Gotcha. You know, I think I might watch a movie tonight. Sorry for switching subjects or anything, but you guys are talking about entertainment and everything else and all songs. It's like, I think I might watch a movie tonight. I think I'll watch, every time I think about it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll go watch this, and then I always forget to. And what the hell is it called again? It's got Scarlett Johansson in it. It's kind of like that movie that Bradley Cooper did, Limitless, but I can't remember what it's called now, dang it. And apparently it's pretty decent. But I can't remember the name of it, so... that's it, Lucy. I should remember that because of the first, one of the oldest hominids is named Lucy. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's it. That's right, Lucy. I should probably watch that tonight. I have not seen it yet. I've been told it's an alright movie. By my sister, of course. My sister and I, we both have the same type of likes in movies and that, so... I expect it should be just fine. Ka-ching! Alright, let's go grab our cement mixer. Nice. Google rewards for the win. Oop, stop, back up. Turn the chute on. Start pouring. Jump back into the pumper. Oh, oops. What the heck is going on with this thing? I had this machine right above. Wow, okay. I give up trying to figure out this game. Like, what is wrong with this damn hose? What the fuck? Alright, I've never had this happen before. Alright, we'll reset that. We'll open up the hopper. Lift this thing back up again. Then I gotta pull the bloody concrete truck forward. Oi! You know what? Hell with it. We have enough bloody money. I'm sick and tired of the stuff like that. We're just gonna skip the task. And... we're going to skip the pool because, well, I am so sick of digging with the excavator. Skip this one. There we go. All right. I've done so much concrete pouring and so much excavation with you folks. You probably all don't want to watch it anymore anyway, so I'll go with that. Now, I probably have extra materials now, right? Because I had someone run the green truck. How much do you want to bet? Yep, I got extras. That's okay. I can sell that off later. Alright, get you out of here. Anything else in the way? Just this concrete guy. Okay. Got my buddy's kids for the weekend, so we're going to be watching a bunch of stuff in between, putting stuff away from the movie, or from the move into the house. Nice! Nice! Hey, it's a good weekend to be watching Halloween shows, that's for sure. Depending on how old the kids are, there's, what was it that I watched last year with Kiddo? I think it was called, like, Halloween Town? It's on Disney+. I don't know if it's still there, but when we watched it was still there. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I want to try something here. I've never done this. Let's find out if this works. Oop, wrong button. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1. Delivered to the construction site. Scenic Discord pics. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't bounce over to there right at this exact moment. One momento. Okay, I delivered them. Do we have to, like, now what? Got to unpack them or something? Put them someplace? Probably. Probably. Alright. Let's take a look and see what's on the Discord. Let go. Discord. Council room. Time to go on a rampage. Gonna go play some with some bumper cars, are we? But man, yeah, that's a nice little mountain view. That's for sure. It's nice to see some snow on top of the mountains because we ain't got none in the... For 3 months of the year, there ain't no snow on our mountains. Now, I probably won't do much skipping or anything else on a lot of these other levels, but we've done this before. We did this with Deuce. I think we did in his stream with Bone and Mike and the Simdicate all got together, I think, for that one. I think. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I know what I did. I banged the camera control. Oh, come on. Here we go. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. But it's alright. This is on my channel, right? But yeah, no, I'll try to get through the long, arduous jobs, like, you know, the pouring of the concrete and stuff like that. If it's a large job like that last one, it's like, yeah, we can kind of skip that one. But if it's, you know, pretty small, like these pools, we'll pour the pools. Church. Oh man, I just can't believe I've seen now there's a guy who glued his head to a painting the other day, and it's like they're all these stop oil, and yet if you were to stop oil, the phone that you're using to record yourself wouldn't be around. Oh, not to mention you wouldn't have like you know how many kids would die because there wouldn't be plastics for incubators. You know, like, shut up. You know, like, if you want to bring awareness to hunger in the world, then, you know, donate some time on a farm. You know, speak to your representatives about, you know, the cost of living. Gluing your bloody forehead to a picture ain't gonna help. It's just, it is so stupid. Oh my god. I mean, you know, like, thanks for the laughs, but at the same time, it's like, you're just shooting yourselves in the foot there, peeps. You know, like, oh, or another one is these folks who are going around slashing tires on these large vehicles and stuff. It's like, are you kidding me? Really? You think this is going to help anything? No, this is just going to piss people off. And, you know, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of areas you don't want to do that stuff in because you'll get shot if somebody does that. You know, like, come on. That's right. Yeah, you can't cure stupid. Nope. Oh, and these kids today just... they think they know it all, and it's like... oh my god, you know, if I was inside one of these museums or anything else, I'd be the first person to pipe up and like, you think so, do you? I would love to absolutely destroy and humiliate them on their own platforms. No problem. No problem. Give me less than 5 minutes and I'll make sure that these guys know for sure how stupid they really are. Like, my god, what how is this activism? This is just vandalism at this point. Like, I guess there was this redhead girl or something like that threw some tomato soup or whatever. She was, oh, I knew that we weren't going to be damaging the picture, but we need to bring awareness to all this food shortages. I'm like, did you not throw a can of tomato soup on the picture? Wouldn't it have been better to donate that can of soup to something like, maybe a shelter or a food bank or, you're talking about not enough food in the world, yet you just wasted a can. You're shooting yourself in the foot there, lady. Yeah, exactly, bud. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on? My chat decided to minimize itself for no reason. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I'm on top chat, not live chat. Hold on, let me fix that too. Dang it! I always forget to fix that. Live chat. There we go. What am I missing? Oh, here we go. There was one from Bob getting trick-or-treating at the dispensary. That should be fun. I don't know. I've never been to the dispensary on Halloween. I've always had purchased my stuff from either online or through the medical. I've been to a couple dispensaries when I've run out. Like the other day when my twitch went really bad in my arm, I went out to the store and I bought some CBD flower. But the one problem with CBD flower is that it has a high amount of THC in it, and I don't want the high THC. If I want to feel sluggish and slow, I want to go to bed. I don't want it to, get rid of the muscle spasms and rigidity in my legs and stuff, no. Actually, yeah, they do, bud. I was very surprised. They donated something like $25,000 when they were in Edmonton. They did 3 shows in Edmonton, and they donated $25,000 to the local food bank, to the homeless shelter. And it's like, dude, that is awesome. I will always support businesses that go out of their way to help other companies, to help other, like the homeless shelters and things along those lines, right? I'm definitely a huge supporter of that. I will praise them to the ends of the earth, basically. Especially if there's ones that are out there like, hey, who are the ones in the area that didn't get much funding this year, who are really struggling, and that, the people that go out and do their homework before they donate their time and resources, those are the ones that I really, really appreciate and respect. So to any of those companies that are out there, good on you. You get an attaboy in my book. You know what I mean? That's the way. Yeah, to me, that's the way that things should be. But to each their own, you know what I mean? Like, my values might not, coincide with other people's values, and that's okay. We're all different people at the end of the day, and, what I value is from what I've, had in life experience, so. And follow them on the Facebook? Yeah, ever since I had the bloody identity theft, I've got zero respect for Facebook itself, unfortunately. Can't do it. Can't support Facebook in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, when they came in, when their IT expert came in and basically said, yeah, look, there's nothing that we can do. No matter anything that we do, we'll never be a secure platform, because anything that we do, because we are so large, we're just going to get hit. So it's not worth it for us. So, and that's when the judge basically said, oh, okay, no problem. Yeah. Class action lawsuit goes to the victims, and you guys are ordered to pay X amount. It was probably one of the fastest court cases ever that was out there. You can grow up to 6 plants without a license. With my medical marijuana license, I can grow. It depends on size and weight, right? So I can grow basically, I can have a 6-month supply in growth and an additional 6-month supply in storage. But I cannot transfer or carry any more than 90 grams worth at one time. So basically what it works out to is I can have growing, I could have, I think it was like 65-foot plants, or I could have like 120 smaller plants. You know, that's the way they work it. It's basically about weight and stuff. You know what would be nice is the ability to refill the concrete truck from the pumper. Elon's new Twitter, well, I'll see what he comes up with. He's done nothing other than fire a bunch of executives at this point in time. He hasn't come out with anything that, you know, like this is what he plans on, you know, standing for with it, you know, that type of stuff. So I'm just going to wait and see. Will I be on it? No. Reason being is, like, I'm there on Twitter as it is right now, but I don't post anything. It's too much. I do not need that much stress in my life trying to keep up with the newest, hottest thing. You know, if it turns out to be something that turns educational and really interests me, and I think that there's added value for the channel with it, then yeah. But as it is right now, there is no added value to you guys from Twitter from me. So that's why I don't advertise it, I don't think. I think it might be in the description. I'm not even sure if I even have it in the description anymore. But I just, there's no value in it for me. It's just, it's too loaded with bots. It's more popularity contests, and that's not what I'm about. You know, when it comes down to this YouTube stuff, I'm not about popularity, you know? I like the people that we have right now. Why would I try to, you know, change that and, you know, bring in people who I don't feel, you know, fit the jive of things, you know? You know, the natural growth that I've had on YouTube with the very little marketing and selling out type stuff, I guess you could call it, that I've done, has brought in amazing groups. So I'm so happy with it that I don't feel the need to have to go out there and, you know, be on the next biggest thing in order to, you know, fulfill my goals. Now, then again, I don't do this for a living. You know, if my family depended on me to, you know, bring in the monies from the YouTubes in order to feed them and such, then that would be a different story. But YouTube has always been a means of like a mental getaway for me. So with that being said, I've treated it as that, you know, it's a privilege for me to be able to do this. There's a lot of people out there who are disabled that, you know, who could really do with having an ability of, you know, being online and, you know, meeting great people like yourselves. But, you know, they just were never in a financial position to be there. So I consider myself very lucky when it comes down to that, for sure. But, you know, I was smart, you know, like when I knew that my benefits, my long-term disability benefits were coming to an end, I made sure that, you know, I set myself up for the future, which was I bought a computer that I figured would take, you know, at least 5 years of, you know, playing games and such on it. And I got very lucky. It's held up for 10 years now. Now, I've had a few little incidences where, you know, I burnt out RAM and, you know, things like that. But, I mean, that's just the wear and tear on a PC. Why was you walking around with a sink? Hey, how's it going? How you doing, Split? I thought I turned that on, did I not? I filled it up. Why you no fill? Why you no work? Okay. Oh yeah. Last week when I was over at my sister's house there last Saturday, I watched, oh, well, shoot. What was the show called? Somebody Feed Phil. That was it. It was on Netflix. I might have to go back and check that show out just a little bit more. The the lead actor, whatever the guy, the Phil guy or whatever, he was like a director or writer or something like that of Everybody Loves Raymond. And I love his comedy, his face, just his personality. It was just fantastic. Oh, that's good. Being able to see is always a great thing. See, I was supposed to go in and see a specialist ophthalmologist, but then after I got my MRI and everything, they're like, no, not yet. Don't do it. We don't want you getting glasses just in case, you know, there's other reasons why your eyesight's gone to hell over the last little while, so they don't want me really messing my eyes up at this time by getting glasses and then find out, like, oh, you got a tumor or something like that, you know what I mean? So I'm holding off for now. I'm doing what the doctors tell me. Hold off. I saw you and Amanda were you released a video there earlier today. I haven't been able to check it out yet. That'll be one of my my things to do later on this evening. I've been doing a lot better in trying to keep up with everybody's content. Normally I don't watch that much TV, but lately with the headaches and everything that's been going on, don't. Dang it. Oh. Yep, looking over at chat. Don't chat and drive, folks. No texting and driving in. Driving into things. Oh, look out! Oh, that was close. But yeah, I haven't been able to catch today's video from you. I just finished watching Deuce's Dinkum this morning before I went to bed. Yeah. Captain Caveman doesn't want to watch it anymore. Or sorry, doesn't want to play it anymore, so I was like, aw. So I haven't gotten back into playing Dinkum since their last update. But yeah, we had a lot of fun building up everything that we did at the time. But now he's moved on. He wants to go back and play his Farmer's Dynasty all the time, which is fine. He gets to use the wheel, drives around, has a ton of fun with it, so. Oh, gotcha. Nice. You gotta like that. You gotta like that when you can get that done. Yeah, you might as well, man. I mean, you know, you guys are doing this for, you know, for financials and that, so yeah, definitely. Go for it. Do what you've got to do. Try new things out, see if, you know, you can find a new rhythm and go with it, my man. Definitely. And reset you, put you in the drive mode. Back the truck up. Come on. Takes so long. Man, I guess we gotta go put the crane away, huh? Alright. Yeah, that is very true, man. I don't know how you did it for so long. I can't. I could not, like, I've always been a variety guy. So, yeah, I don't know how you guys did it and stayed sane, or how you did it and stayed sane for so long, man. I've advanced in player level. Alright, let's go do that. Jobs, company, profile, skills. Alright, so, like I've been saying, first one I wanted to do, what was it? Where was it? Which one did we do eventually? Oh, yeah, we did good business sense. Then we did the bulk material, crane viscosity, or concrete viscosity, then the crane, then the bucket. Now we're doing the asphalt. Then we'll go over and do the wear efficiency, then we'll do the fuel efficiency, and finally wrap it all up with fitness when we're done. Oh, hey, go speak with the tourism officer. Nice! Sweet. Man, I'm glad that I did skip a couple of those sects. For us, it's be more dopey and yeah, that's awesome, man. Getting your woman involved is always a good thing. Yeah, a family that plays together can fight together and still make amends afterwards. That's what I say.
Now that the hotel complex has been constructed, I'll invite a delegation consisting of city representatives and a few investors to take them through this tourist resort, which is ready to be shown off. I can definitely see enough room for everyone here. But the investors are already eyeing the expensive properties on the water. I'm sure more buildings will be constructed here before spring break arrives.
Spring break!
But there is still time.
Nice. Nice. Send me your old computer. Mine's dying. It's just getting out of date, that's all. I gotta get a new motherboard, new CPU, and I need another GPU. Some more RAM, an M2 drive, you know. The power supply and case are great. Look at that. We were done. So this is what my sister was... she sent me the picture of this. That's what you guys see for the thumbnails. Picture from my sister. So, yahoo! That's done. Nice. Okay, let's go over and take a look at what's next in the campaigns here for Maritimes. All we have left is the Ferris wheel. Another one that we did with Deucebone and myself. So that's a good one. So I'll pick that one up on the next live stream. But in between time there, folks, I will probably do some of the contracts on my own. Like there's the road in this area here. This road that I'm standing on right now. And I do know that it goes all the way around. So I'll probably just do that just for something for me to do. Like I said, I haven't played any video games for like the last couple of days. And then I played one game with you guys on stream. Then before that, I had like 6 days off because of my arm doing all the weird twitching and stuff. Gotta stop calling it twitching. Apparently, it's a tremor. So, yeah, I wish I could take all those jobs all at the same time. But I know that once we finish the campaign in here, once we get this Ferris wheel finished up, at least we can take 2 jobs at a time. So I'll be able to take, say, for example, we have another job or another area that's like this. I could take this section of road, the next section of road, and then, you know, finish those off, then the next section, then the section after that type deal. So tremors. Yeah, I to me, okay, so when I was diagnosed with the fibromyalgia and everything else, I've had fibro since I was a young man. Like since I was like between 2 and 3 is when it first hit. I was a toe walker, right? Before, you know, as a little baby and everything else, you know, like, you know how kids, you know, do that squat down. I was fine. Then when I hit about between 2 and 3, I could no longer do those squats anymore. And I've lived with having leg cramps and everything throughout my entire life. Now, when I went down in the oil field, actually, hold on here. Let me just turn the light on so we can chat and yak. Hold on. Let me just get the save on here. Lights, says these lights. Camera. There we go. So yeah. So when I went down in the oil field, that's when I started getting all these other problems with my legs and my arms and, you know, things like that. So when I first went in to see the doctor, my foot, he first got to see the first, you know, twitch that I get, and it's like this weird little jerk thing that happens every once in a while. I'll be walking along and the leg will just jerk and then I'll wipe out. But since then, I was starting to call it, before Captain Caveman was born, I was calling it walking on sunshine. Basically, I take a step forward and my foot wasn't there. It was there, but it was completely unfunctional, just gone, like woohoo. So I have 2 things now that make me fall. I have this weird little jerky instance every once in a while, which happens quite a bit if I overdo myself. Like when I was going out there and I was helping my brother and dad do the roof. Like I didn't go up and down the ladders because of that jerking, right? So, and, you know, the walking on sunshine. I didn't do it because the risk of me falling off the ladder is extremely high. There you go. So, well, so I just, like, no. But even just going back and forth, handing them sheets of the metal to put up on the metal roof and all the trims and screws and, you know, all that type of stuff, you know, handing that stuff up to them, caused, you know, extreme fatigue for like the next couple of days. You get the headaches and everything. But I also have the same thing that happens in my right arm with my one finger. So everybody says I'm a speed shooter, because I'll go in and, like, in say for example Ranch Simulator, I'd go to shoot a deer. Well, instead of firing 1 shot, I'd fire off 6 shots, like real fast. because of the twitch in my finger. And so that's, the twitch. And so honestly though, with my arm, drinking and, stuff like that, that comes and goes. Yeah, it lasts for about a day to 3 days at the most. But this last one, the last attack that I had, lasted for 6 days. And it left my arm just completely slow. Like, just doesn't want to do much. And yeah, Bob, actually, it's funny, people had reached out to me. Let's see. Got a Discord pic? Okay. With that last video that we did, people were reaching out to me telling me, no, dude, that's not a twitch. That's a tremor. One guy called an essential tremor. One guy got the strange feeling there's no cell service in here. Yeah, being in the middle of a valley, unless they have a cell tower, yeah, you're not going to get much cell service in there. But yeah, so yeah, I've had people reaching out to me saying, dude, that's not a twitch, that's a tremor. One guy's like, that's essential tremor. Another guy's like, well, it's kind of an essential tremor. Essential tremor is when it's always shaking, but for you, we can see that your hand isn't shaking when you're holding the cup like regularly. It's only when I was getting close to my face it would really get exaggerated. So he's like, that's an essential tremor, that's an intentional tremor, and those things are caused by either a stroke or a tumor or MS. And like, you gotta make sure that, your neurologist sees this, and everything, that's not a twitch, but for me, that's what I've been telling the doctors for years, because that's what I was told it was, is that, it's a twitch, so my arm does this weird twitchy stuff. Apparently it's wrong. So, yeah, we'll find out. Like I said, the MRI and everything else showed that I do have, lesion in my neck. No demyelination, so that means that it's not MS. It just means that I have like some sort of white matter issue going on in my spine. But that doesn't cause any of the other issues. So apparently there's something going on in my brain or something like that it's got to get looked at. But all right, well, take it as it comes. Doesn't matter. I'll still get up in the morning, still put my big boy pants on, still go through the day, like we always have. Not going to stress over it. But you guys are awesome. So thank you to all those who reached out to me and everything after seeing that. So just more stuff that I can give the doctors to figure out if there's ways that we can make my life better. If not, well, it's just the way it is. I've lived with it for the last I lived with that for the last 8 years now, that with my left arm constantly. Sorry, can't say constantly. It's very intermittent. It happens for usually 1 to 2 days, and then it goes away. But this last time it lasted for like 6 days before it went away. And it's getting, the attacks are getting closer together, so before it was like, it happened once, and then it took like a year to happen again. Well, it was more like 6 months, 7 months. And then it didn't happen again for like a year, and then, it happened again, and it was like, 6 months apart, and then it happened again, it was like 5 months apart. And so the last time I had this happen with the shakiness in my arm, and I can see from my Discord messages like, hey everyone, I got, bad leg cramps and my arm's twitching, stuff like that. So I can look at it. I think the last time was in April. So April, May, June, July, August, September. So yeah, I went, about 6 months. So I'm finding that they're getting a little bit shorter and shorter and shorter in between the attacks, but meh. But yeah, so I'll get it checked out, find out, hey, is it MS, is it a tremor, or is it a tumor, or is it a stroke, something like that. We'll find out. It just takes time, But yeah, you guys have been absolutely amazing. That's where I'm going to end things off here today. We've gone for about 2 hours. Big shout outs to these awesome, amazing members to the channel. Hope you enjoy all the emojis. So Ebuzz, Shane, Indigo, William, Karsten, Spider, Little Mac, Devin, NE64 Sim, Jack, Bob, and Lean. You guys are all amazing and awesome. You guys make it possible for me to do what I do. Meaning that without you guys, I wouldn't be able to have the music that you're hearing right now. I wouldn't be able to do the Photoshops. I wouldn't be able to do any of the recordings or anything like that. So y'all are amazing and awesome, folks. I am very appreciative and very grateful for all of you. I do hope you have yourselves a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night. Check out the link down below for Doosan Mess's channel. I will be streaming with him tomorrow, some more Construction Simulator. I can't remember what we'll be working on, but we're working on something, and so we'll be doing that tomorrow. So if you haven't, subscribed to his channel, make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we do go live. Should be somewhere between 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing all you awesome and amazing people. You guys are fantastic, no matter where you are in the world today, tomorrow, or anywhere, anytime on this weekend. I hope you have yourself a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night, and I'll see you guys then. Take care.